Coming up in this episode.
We set off for a 2-day passage and have a bumpy start.
Pretty bumpy at the minute here. The current's going out and the wind is pushing against the current, so bit of a tricky exit.
Atlas gets into her stride.
Just casually sailing along at 7 knots like it's
And we fight to stay awake.
Fighting sleep deprivation bad.
So it's Thursday 19th of May today.
It is Thursday 19th of May.
We're leaving Morehead City tomorrow, Friday the 20th of May. And we're going to go to Chesapeake Bay. But we think it's going to be a challenging passage, don't we?
We do think it's going to be a challenging passage.
Yeah.
First of all, we'll show you on the charts now, we've got to get the tide out of here very, very early in the morning.
And there's a lot of different factors in play, so
Yeah.
we'll just take you through. We don't normally do this, but we'll take you through. It is a passage of 236 nautical miles, but it's got some dangers in it. We'll show you. So this is our passage. We're going from Morehead City here, around Cape Hatteras into what's it called? Chesapeake Bay.
He keeps calling it Cheapskates Bay.
Which
is utterly ridiculous.
And we're going to Dandy Haven Marina, which is here. Yeah, because our boats are gonna get lifted out on Monday, and it's currently Friday. Hope to get there Sunday. So the first part of the challenge is getting out of here. We have to get up really early in the morning, and we're gonna be leaving about 7 AM, is it?
Yeah, about 7 AM to get the tide out with us.
Yeah, we're just going to go down the channel here. This is the first difficult part, from about here to here. We can't go off this...
It's a dredge channel.
Yeah, dredge channel, and it's going to be... The wind is coming from this sort of direction, so we're going out here. And this is the first...
That direction.
Yeah, this is the first tricky bit. You've got this sandbank that goes out literally 20 miles...
It's Cape Lookout Shoal, it's called.
Yeah, right out to here, and we gotta go around it, so it's disappointing, and we can't just go over there and just go around the corner and go there. And then as we go down here, we got Cape Hatteras.
Cape Hatteras Shoal, out of Diamond Shoals.
Yeah, and we've been warned. 2 locals have told us, oh, you want to be careful going around here because it can get really rough. So we're gonna give it a wide berth. We're gonna go out about here. And it's about 60 meters deep, so we think we're going to be safe there. And then we're going to go up here, and it's a simple run into Chesapeake Bay, where there is an underground tunnel here, but there's 2 inlets. There's one inlet there which you can get in, and there's one inlet there which you can get in. And we're going to go up this channel, I think, and then just cut straight across here into this little thing, place here. We're probably going to anchor somewhere around by here and wait for Monday morning to go into the marina.
Okay. So this is Friday, 6 AM tomorrow morning. We are literally, as you know, by there. And we've got to make our way out to about here. So wind direction is coming in from the southwest. These are wind gusts, 20 knots southwesterly up that way. So we've got to try and motor our way out of this channel here and then sail out across here, because the sandbank comes all the way out here to go that way. Hopefully we'll have enough angle to make the sail to here. If not, we'll have to put a tack in to tack out to widen our angle. Friday evening, still about 20 knots, come with us. We should be going this way, all the way up here. This is 24 hours later. Ooh, it's getting quite windy. 27 knots. 27 knots. These are gusts, remember. This is about another 24 hours. It's slowing down to about 21 knots. So it's about 22 to 27 and back down to 21 knots. And then, yeah, we should be able to get into there, hopefully with tide. Should time it right to get in tide to get into our destination. Just up in here. Because I know Sunday evening is going a bit northerly, the winds here. So these are the currents running on windy, running all the way up here. This area of blue you're looking at here is the main area of the Gulf Stream, a fast area of current running up here. Now we're coming out of Beaufort. As soon as we clear the channel, to zoom in, as soon as we clear the channel here, we're going to be in some favourable current. Out here, 0.7 knots. We're going to make our way out 1 knot. As you can see, we're going to thread our way into the Gulf Stream, which is running up to 3.5 knots up here. How incredible is that? This is Cape Hatteras. We're going to stay in the Gulf Stream to around about here, and then we're going to start coming off and making our way up. Where's it gone? All up here to Chesapeake Bay. And we should have currents, a rough current running up here. Good morning. It's 5:30 in the morning. Just got up.
Too early.
And today we are doing our passage from here, Morehead City, to Chesapeake. Very tired. I haven't got up this early in a long time. Just having a bowl of cereal. Luke's having a cereal as well, a cup. Looking forward to today. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully everything goes right.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, it should be okay, shouldn't it?
Looking forward to getting around the first sandbank.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, let's have some cereal and wake up.
A little bit nervous as usual because I'm not nervous about going out there, I'm nervous about the inlet. When we were coming in, the inlet was really rough, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it's not going to be too bad, and I'm just hoping it's going to be okay. And we're gonna, when we get to the inlet, it'll be about half an hour to 45 minutes before slack water, so hopefully that is going to make the difference and it will be nice and calm, but I don't think so. Just getting down to the inlet now. You can see a lot of white water on the inside. You can see actually a yacht coming in down the channel, and there's a yacht going out down the out of the channel. It looks a little bumpy.
Pretty bumpy at the minute here. The current's going out and the wind is pushing against the current, so bit of a tricky exit. Good job we got current with us.
There, ladies and gentlemen, is the last buoy for us anyway. That the buoys go out further for ships, but it means we can fall off and actually do some sailing. We just got caught by one rogue wave that put a lot of water on the deck, but we didn't really get wet. I got a tiny bit wet, but not too much, so happy with that. Hopefully the sea will flatten down now to a normal consistency and we can do normal sailing. We're going to try and get the Genoa out now and see what happens. Nice. So this is my little mini chart thing. Here we are, we've come out of this place. I don't do this very often. But yeah, what I want to explain is this is the sandbank we have to go around. You can go around to this Cape Lookout buoy, but it's 10, 11, 12 meters on this buoy here, so we're going to go around this one. We think it will be okay. For God's sake. What I want to explain, we are tight on the wind at the moment. We are tight on the wind at the moment, and a tip for sailors, never fall off the wind, because you could say, oh, we could fall off because this is our minimum line we need to take, the black line, and then the red line is where we're going. And you could say, oh, let's fall off the wind and make it more comfortable, but that is the totally and utterly wrong thing to do. Never ever fall off the wind, because you could get an hour into it. It may look nice now, but you can get an hour into it, and if the wind comes around from the south a little bit more, that's going to push you straight over that sandbank.
So I'm going to admit, this morning I'm feeling a little touch perky. I'm a little bit quiet this morning. I was okay coming up the inlets, but as soon as I got the sails up and started heeling over and pounding into these waves, I just feel a little bit, I don't feel like I'm going to be sick, I just feel a little bit perky, because we've been on anchor in totally flat water for like 2 weeks, and now we're out here and it takes a little bit adjusting. I don't normally feel seasick or anything.
It's like crisps you're eating.
But yeah, I do a little bit this morning, but it should pass. We've got about an hour to run before we can fall off the wind and make a turn to port, and then once we round the point, it's sort of downhill all the way. The wind's going to be basically from astern all the way and be back to normal comfortableness, if that's a word. So lunch today on board Atlas is
Something new.
chicken. We found this chicken in a tin. Look at that. Gonna have it with wraps, some spicy mayo and some barbecue. What does yours look like?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Black and cheese, but that's fine.
Could have some cheese with it.
Yeah, we could do.
So, yeah, it's like back to normal work now. Boat's moving along. It's not enough wind for Neppy, so Jim Bob's on the helm. Got pulled out Jenny, tied back main, just cruising along about 5 knots in the Gulf Stream. I mean, it doesn't really get any easier than this. This is just really easy, lazy sailing. And the sea's nice and clear, the water nowhere near as blue as it has been down in the tropics, but it's nice, it's calm, it's comfortable. I sat in the water. Oh, dolphins are back. There's dolphins everywhere. 3 times today I've seen dolphins. God, look at the size of that one. Absolutely huge. It's the biggest dolphin I've ever seen. Crazy. That's a dolphin, and that's a little baby dolphin. I've never seen a baby dolphin before. Oh, he's tiny! Hello! Absolutely tiny dolphin. I think that's what they call a calf, isn't it? This looks like Dad, massive one, Mum, and a little baby. How cool is that? Oh no, there's more. Grandad. Ah, so cute, the little one. See how many there are? Massive dolphins, and there's a baby one, a tiny little one. They're huge.
Biggest dolphins I've ever seen.
I know.
What's that down there?
There's a baby one there. There's a tiny little calf. Something in there.
Yeah. There's massive things. Massive, isn't they? The window's built a little bit. We got 10 to 11 to 12 knots and behind, and we're absolutely flying. It's really comfortable. Still got a full main and a full Genoa, and the speed is, to be honest, it's pretty wonderful really. As you can see, 6.5 knots. Fantastic. I've been able to get Jim Bob off. Disabled Jim Bob and got Neppy on the helm. Good old Neppy's doing her job. Wonderful.
We're just casually sailing along at 7 knots, like it's yeah, it's pretty normal. Pretty normal thing to do for this boat. 7 knots. Just seen like 7.5 knots downwind, 12 knots of wind. Yeah. Hello. Battery ran out.
It's 3 times the battery's run out, so we're gonna try again.
Yeah, we're about three and a half hours away from Cape Hatteras.
Hatteras.
The point where we've got to make a northwesterly turn towards Chesapeake Bay.
Yeah. That's just the marker where it says 1.3 miles. I'm just doing a line, and this vessel behind us, which is in red at the moment because it's going to head too close to us, he was messing around about 2.5–3 miles away, and we thought he was fishing. Now he suddenly turned, and it's like almost like he's trying to intercept us. He's doing 8 knots here, so he's gradually catching us up. I don't know what the hell he's doing really. He's just heading straight forward us for some reason. So we'll see what happens.
That boat, Luke was saying, this one here, he got pretty close to us, and as you can see now he's turned off. He's done that twice now, but not as close as that. It looks like he's just going up and down here, annoying us and then going away and annoying us, coming back again. Don't like it. It sets all the alarms off on the AAS tablets. The phones start screaming. Never mind. It's looking pretty clear now. There is Cape Hatteras. Going to give it a wide berth around the red buoys here, and then make a turn up towards Chesapeake.
Quick update. It's 2:30 in the morning. Basically got a good wind. We went round Hatteras Point, I think it's called.
Cape Hatteras.
Cape Hatteras. No problem really. Just went around the buoys. It's all buoyed at the end there. We gave it a nice wide berth, and yeah, there was no rough water, no nothing really. I think because we gave it a wide berth, and we didn't have any problems. Got a good wind at the moment, some stern quarter, and yeah, blowing about 15 knots. We're doing about 6 knots speed over ground. Everything's going well. Hopefully this wind forecast is good for the rest of the night, so yeah, hopefully we'll have a good day sail tomorrow. We've got about 120 miles left to run.
Good morning. Oh, I need to put some sunglasses on. What a beautiful morning it is. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. Plodding along. We're only doing about 4 knots, but they say it is what it is. Could do with a bit more wind, but we haven't got it. It's fine, there's no rush. The sea has gone really green.
Yeah, and with pine needles.
There's pine needles everywhere. I'm not going to film Luke because he's in his boxer shorts.
I can kneel down there. Yeah, you know, interesting night, you know, up and down, the wind was up and down. Yeah, got up to like 25 knots for a couple of hours and then, yeah, and it disappeared again.
Yeah.
No real problems, nice easy sailing now, so it's slow but it's really comfortable.
Very comfortable. Should be a really comfortable day to see when we get there, isn't it? Tonight sometime in the middle of the night, probably early hours of the morning.
Yeah, 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Well, we've been going for on our last patch we celebrated a year, sailing for the year, and yeah, it's challenging sometimes sailing. I was asleep last night, not on my watch, and yeah, I had to get up really tired, just get straight out of bed, get straight on deck and help reef the main. It was it's hard, but it's challenging, and the rewards for that is beautiful sailing today. I'm still really enjoying the sailing and the traveling and exploring new parts of the world, which I never thought I would ever do in my lifetime, ever. I just thought I don't know really. If I think back to 10 years ago, or even 5 or 1 year ago, my life is totally and utterly different now, and it's joyful, absolutely joyful. It's amazing to think what has happened to my life in such a short period of time and how it's gone from one extreme to the other. It's amazing, really amazing.
Look behind me, the spinnaker is flying. We're struggling 2.5 knots, so we decided to put the spinnaker up. It's meant to be picking up later, from about 12 o'clock onwards throughout the day to about 15-20 knots, and tonight 25 knots for time.
Okay, so today is day 2 of our passage from Morehead City, North Carolina to Chesapeake Bay. The past 24 hours we've done 130 nautical miles, which is pretty darn good. In fact, it's really good. We did ride the Gulf Stream here, and especially around Cape Hatteras we had really good currents with us. We slowed down to about between 4 and 5 knots now. The wind is southwesterly, only about 10 to 15 knots, mainly around 12 knots. Pretty much going to be like that all day. We are getting close to Elizabeth City. Here is Chesapeake Bay here. We've got like 65 miles to go to the entrance of Chesapeake Bay, and we've got to go into Chesapeake Bay. Wait for this to load. And make our way over to here, which is the marinas around here somewhere around by here. There's the marina we're going to there. It looks like we're going to be getting in there sometime during the early hours of the morning, but we've got to try and time this right because we've got tide running up into this bay early hours of the morning. So we'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on with that.
What a difference a couple of hours makes from sailing with the spinnaker this afternoon to white horses and a single reefed main and a Genoa to doing 3 knots doing 6.3 knots. Ah, nice though, isn't it?
Wonderful.
What are we doing?
Well, at the moment we're using this incredibly horrible bright light to film.
We're going to get red lights.
So we're getting some red lights soon. Yeah, we're making our way slowly to Chesapeake Bay.
It's been quite complicated.
But we need to stay out of this shipping lanes. You've got TSS here.
Yeah, look at all the ships.
Going out and people going in.
Really busy.
And we're going to be coming up, staying out of it, coming up here, 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 crossing somewhere here, and making our way up this channel, and then crossing over to there. Yeah. Somehow.
Been. We've had.
Super busy.
There's been a massive lightning storm on land, so the wind after that went on land. The wind totally went, and then but now it's coming back again. So it's so busy. Wasn't expecting to be so busy. It's like 7 or 8 ships coming in and out.
It's 20 past 1 in the morning. We just put the engine on. There's basically. So hang on. Basically no wind. That's going to swear then. Basically no wind at all. 5 knots is not enough. We need to get there before the tide starts running foul against us. Otherwise we're going to be stuck and we'll have to anchor somewhere and wait for the tide again tomorrow evening or tomorrow night. It'll be a nightmare not doing that. We're cracking along now with the engine about 5 knots. Yeah, we're both pretty tired, both can't sleep now because there's so much traffic around and stuff, and voyage and everything. Yeah, we'll just see how we get on now in the next couple of hours, try and run up there with the tide and try and get to our anchorage, get the anchor down and get some sleep. So here we are, it is 10 to 3 in the morning. Now you can hear me over the engine is on. We are officially in Chesapeake Bay. We're about to go, we're making our way up this channel here, Boyd Channel, about to go over Chesapeake Tunnel. It's nearly 4:30 in the morning and we are nearly there. We've got about 7 miles-ish to get to our anchorage. Both fighting sleep deprivation bad. We can't sit down on the sofa here because we'll just fall asleep and the boat will just run itself aground somewhere. So we're having to keep busy and try and stay awake. We should be there in an hour and a half, but we've got to be careful because it's getting shallower and shallower and the channel going in is very shallow.
Take our time.
Be careful about that. Luke's is making his 1000th cup of tea.
Am I keeping a wig tea? It's getting cold.
It is getting a bit chilly. That's where we are. There. We gotta go to there, anchor up somewhere up by here for the night, for the day. And the marine is to stand by there. We can't go in there until high water. Gotta go down this channel. It's very shallow. Yeah. That's about it really. Let there be light.
Just about light.
There was light. Still got the moon out. Well, the sun's coming up.
5:30.
5:30 in the morning.
They're gonna way down the channel now.
Yeah.
So we're just tillering, and then we got more wildlife on the boat. Yes, it's a crab. Where has a crab come from?
How did he get
On
up
the spray
there?
head. Now he's walking into the camera.
Meanwhile, we've only got 1.8 meters of depth below the keel. This is very shallow. That's it.
Yeah.
As the sun is coming up, we're going to bed.
Done it?
Ah, done it. Yeah. Anchor down. Luke's brain's really
You
mushed.
look tired.
Yeah.
I'm always tired. Every time I finish a passage, I'm always tired.
And me. Anyway.
Itchy, I need my haircut.
Yeah, I need a haircut as well. I need to get some sleep, and we'll see you later.
Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment below.
And I know we say it every time, but thank you to our amazing, fantastic, supportive patrons. Without you, this wouldn't be possible.